Good afternoon. Welcome to our October Live.
Yeah. Actually, when you said that, welcome to, I thought you were going to say, like, welcome to our
X number.
X number of lives, but I actually don't know how many lives this has been. I want to say we're close to, we've got to be close to 100 by now.
Really?
I don't know.
I
'Cause
think
when we
that's
started
high.
doing the lives, we were doing them once a week. Mm-hmm. We're doing the lives once a week. We did that for quite a while.
We did.
And then
we
obviously,
slacked.
well, slacked because we got busy, but I mean, at the end of the day, we did quite a few lives before that. So I wonder, actually, we should probably go back and check, see how many lives we've
I
done.
don't think 100. Because
Maybe
think
not
about
100.
it, if we do once a month, which
Do you
is what we've
think
been
that we're
doing.
closer to 50 or 60?
Yeah, that's probably more safe.
Okay.
Maybe even 30.
Well, welcome to our
It doesn't matter.
X number amount of lives today.
It's our October Live. That's
It's
what
our
we should
October
say.
live. So we're back first week after Thanksgiving, and well, I mean, the weather today's not that great, but overall we've had a pretty decent fall, right?
Oh,
It hasn't been like super hot, but it hasn't been super cold.
But gosh, the colors.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like I keep
Unbelievable.
telling this to you. I keep telling this to like family. I can honestly say this is probably the nicest fall in years. I don't know when the last time we had such beautiful colors. Like the reds, the oranges, the golds. It is totally my vibe.
Well, I guess having a dry, hot summer
Yeah.
brings on more colors.
Colors, which
And if you live in an older neighborhood, that you really notice the colors changing and stuff like that. But I mean, if you live close to the escarpment, whether it's Niagara Way or whether it's in Milton, the escarpment is just breathtaking. So I mean, if you have time to go take a drive, we actually went on a hike on the Tuesday. We went on a hike because we were busy on Monday, the long weekend holiday. Monday we were busy doing stuff, work related, so we didn't have much time to do stuff there. But so we took some time on Tuesday. We went for a nice hike, and God, we thought we were like, when is this gonna? Isn't this gonna loop in and take us back around to where we started? No. So it ended up being an hour and a half hike,
And
which
it's
we were good with, but we just weren't expecting it.
it's because we've never done this trail, right? So we're like, oh, it's going to take us back. It's going to take us back. And then we were like, it's not taking us back, but it's okay. It's good for us.
Oh,
So
it was a good one.
it was 2 hours we were.
Yeah.
About 6 kilometers.
But no, it was an hour and a half, not 2 hours.
Okay.
We were out of the house for 2 hours.
Okay, so maybe that's what I'm saying.
But it was about an hour and a half. We brought Ruby with us, our
She
dog.
did very well because
Yeah.
she usually likes to sniff everything, and her walking is not the greatest. But she actually was excellent.
Yeah.
It's like she was like, it's a mission. Let's go.
So the hike is the way to go with
That's just
with
what we
Ruby.
said.
She
Like,
likes the hike.
If we take her on a hike,
But she was huffing and
walks.
puffing at the end. She's a bigger dog. She's about 110 pounds, and she's active but not overly active. And she did pretty good for an hour and a half. I mean,
She did. She
right?
did very well.
Very well.
So good job, Ruby.
Yeah.
Until next time.
So yeah, so first week back after Thanksgiving.
I hope you guys had a fantastic Thanksgiving. We did. We had a great Thanksgiving.
Great
So
Thanksgiving.
every
We hosted
year,
our families once again. Unfortunately, there was one family member, my brother,
and
and
his
wife and the
kiddos
kids
and the
couldn't
wife.
come. They were all sick, so they didn't come.
But we had still 13 adults,
yeah,
4 children,
4 children, packed house. Everybody's happy.
like sardines in our house because our house is small.
Food turned
but-
out great.
Yeah.
And we're probably going to finish the leftovers today. Today's the last day of leftovers.
Which we really stretched it because we made soup, obviously leftover, carcass from the turkey. We made soup. Well, Andrew did.
Yeah.
It was actually very good. Probably one of your best ones. But yeah, we had soup. We shared obviously our food with our neighbors. Poor guys got COVID. They usually go to the cottage for Thanksgiving, and they didn't this year. So we're like, I got tons. So we dropped off some food there. They were very grateful for that. We're lucky. We've got very good neighbors, and
Yeah.
we're more than happy to share what we have.
Yeah. Good segue to talk about our Thanksgiving
I know, I
food
was just
drive.
gonna
So
say.
we had a little hiccup where we didn't have enough time to drop off the items at the food bank. So we actually didn't drop them off until, was it yesterday? Or the
No,
day
it
before?
was
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
So before our hike, actually, we dropped off the food at the shelter, and previous year's record was 250 pounds or 251, something like that. This
59, I
year,
think.
we crushed it. It was what,
34.
434 pounds this year, so we absolutely crushed it. So a big
And
thanks.
big thanks to everybody who participated. You guys, I mean, the donations, the size of the food boxes and stuff, it was massive. And really, it does speak to the amount, because we actually had less participants this year than last year, but we raised way more food, and we're not going to say how much more, because that's a little story we have about. So we're not going to say exactly how much more, but 434 pounds of food that was donated to the Burlington Food Bank. They were extremely grateful. They said 2 weeks ago their shelves were empty. So, obviously they were worried because of Thanksgiving coming up. There's no food on the shelves, so what are they going to do?
Yeah.
And then they said in the last week, 2
Yeah.
weeks, crazy amount of donations. So,
and we were one of those donations, so we were happy to help. Glad that,
so thank you so much to everybody who donated. You guys are amazing.
Yeah, so we'll do some posting about our food drive, which we haven't done. But yeah, so
Getting back to, I guess, let's get to what we want to talk about.
Yeah, well, first off, briefly, I'll just touch upon the stats. The stats came out this week. We did
Today,
it.
actually, we did.
Well, today we posted them, but the stats came out at the beginning of the week, which I did, and we posted them today. So if you haven't taken a look at it, take a look at them when you have some time, and it'll show once again that like we always say, it's year over year. That's what our stats are showing. But if you were to actually see the month over month, the prices are still continuing to go down, and we're actually starting to see some pretty big losses in the year over year gains. In terms of the average price. So for instance, I can't remember what the number is, but for Oakville, for instance, I think it was, or was it, no, Mississauga and
Caledon.
Caledon was a big one too, but for instance, like Caledon and Mississauga saw a huge decrease in the average price compared to last year at the same time. We're talking like $150,000, $200,000 decrease in price compared to last year this time. So just shows you that the prices are going down, and they're going to be making another announcement at some point in October to see what they're going to be doing for the remainder of the year. So
In terms of interest rates.
in terms of interest rates, and if they do end up doing another increase, that's obviously going to affect the market once again. So I guess that kind of brings us into what we wanted to talk about.
Yeah. So as we say, we've said this over and over again, and we share the same thing with our clients. Whenever there's an interest rate hike, the market, two things. The market kind of pauses for about a week to 2 weeks. You kind of see the decrease in the amount of buyers. So decrease if you have a house on the market, decrease in amount of showings you'll get, followed by price drops.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. So Martha's right what she said about that. And we wanted to just touch upon the fact that, we obviously have some listings on the market right now, which we have received offers. Unfortunately, those offers didn't work out for various reasons. But we just wanted to give some advice to people that maybe have their homes on the market as well. And that is that if you have your home on the market, you might be having offers come in that you're not necessarily very happy with in terms of price point, okay? But you need to really think hard and ask your realtor's advice on what's predicted to happen in the future, because that offer that you're getting right now, although it might not look great to you right now, that offer 2-3 weeks from now will look very good when the market drops $30,000, $40,000. And unfortunately has happened to our sellers. And, an offer that they were able to get, 3 weeks, a month ago, is no longer the case. For instance, you could be on the market and there could be the exact same floor plan to come on the market while you're on the market as your competition, who maybe prices themselves just below you, or they sell before you're able to sell, and they sell for a lower price than what you were anticipating, and now that dictates pretty much exactly what you're going to be getting, because now they have a direct comparable that's been recently sold that looks exactly like your house.
In terms of exactly like your house, in terms of floor plan. Obviously, features could be different, finished basements, non-finished basements, other upgrades, whether, upgraded countertops, all those little things that, a buyer and an agent, and even us, a seller agents, we can't put a price on that. So, you do your pluses, minuses to compare that home, and you do arrive at a number. And like Andrew said, if that home sells before you, that will set the tone for what price you're probably gonna expect with any offer that's gonna come thereafter.
Yeah. So yeah, like we said, if you might be getting offers right now that you're not very happy with.
And to be fair, we are seeing all across the board. And again, it comes back to, because it was a seller's market for so many years, that buyers are now like, no, I'm going to bring you offers $100,000 less. And feel like it's not an insulting offer at all. Even though they might not have comps to back it up, they look at it, I don't care. I want to start at $100,000 less. We're seeing that very much. It doesn't mean that's where you'll end, but to a seller, you're looking at it and you're insulted. You're insulted. You're like, really, that's how we're going to start negotiating? But that is the norm. We're seeing that more and more.
So yeah, you might be having offers that are coming in that are not so great. Hopefully you're able to negotiate the price to a point where you're happy. But whatever offer you can get today, I'm telling you, it's probably the best offer you're going to get, because market is just going to keep on dropping. I mean, the market drops by thousands of dollars every month. And if you take that month and you divide that by 4 weeks, then that means that every week the market is dropping by a certain amount in your area, depending on your specific home. Now, detached homes are dropping at a much faster rate in average price than townhouses, semis, and condos. In fact, you're going to find that some condos and townhouses maybe didn't drop too much over the course of 1 month to the next.
Or we're also seeing that they're getting multiple offers, like they're selling above list price.
Sure. So, yeah, with detached homes, they're going to be falling in price much quicker than the townhouses and the condos.
But again, I think what we need to stress is, you might think, well, prices are falling, why would I sell? Because the price you're still getting for your home today, it's still an amazing price. 2 years ago, this price that you're getting today wasn't there. It was less than that. So you're still in a good market in terms of a selling point. We go back again. I mean, don't look back at earlier in the year, because those are crazy prices. Look at a whole. In the last 5 years, has your home increased? And the answer is yes. And probably significantly, still with today's pricing.
Yeah, and then also always keep in mind, if you're a seller who's actually looking to purchase once you sell, well, you got to keep in mind that you are in a downward market.
Exactly.
The faster that you can sell your home in a downward market, that means that you're capitalizing at the most highest point, because next week the price could drop, which means the price you get today is more than the price next week. But as soon as you sell and you're out of the selling part of the deal, now you're looking to the buying part of the deal. Now you can look forward, and you can look forward to now buying in a downward trending market.
Which means you're buying probably, if you sell it, say today, doesn't necessarily mean you're going to go find that house tomorrow, but you're going to probably find the house within a month or two. Which means your prices have already decreased.
And in that month or two, the prices are going to be coming down.
Exactly.
So instead of thinking about the negative part of the price point of being like, whoa, I could have sold 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago for this much money, and now I can only get this much. Yeah, you're right. And if you wait another 2, 3, 4 weeks, it's going to be less again. So instead of looking at the market that it's hurting you, get out, sell, and instead of looking at a downward market hurting you, now look at the buying end, and now you could be on the receiving end, the positive vibes of a downward trending market. And that's some of the advice that we've been giving to our sellers in the last 2 to 4 weeks. So we just wanted to pass that advice on to you.
And again, keep in mind, it's still good price. If you're selling it, you're still getting a good price for your home. So yeah, take advantage of that. And the other thing is, it's stressful to have a home on the market, and we're no longer in the market where a house was only on the market 5 days and it's gone. Okay, you put up with the stress for 5 days and you're done. You're no longer that. You're sitting on the market on average probably a month.
Yeah.
So, showings come in at any time. You got to get the house ready. You got to get the kids out, the dogs out, whatever you have to do. That's the stressful part, is keeping that house looking its best while you're still trying to live in it.
Yeah.
That's our advice.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's our live for today.
Short and sweet. Good on a Thursday.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. So what was I
If you want any other advice, you can reach out at any time. Obviously, just direct message us. Marta's mind went blank there for a minute. But yeah, either that, thank you to everyone who joined our live today. I know it's a quick one, but if you want more information, we're always here. So we're happy to help.
Until next time, it will be our November live, which Andrew thinks is going to be like, what, 52? No, we don't know. But anyway, have a wonderful week and a great weekend ahead. Take care.